So in the comments, what I want you to put is one thing that you are grateful for this morning. What's one thing that you're really grateful for? Right, let's get into this. Welcome to the Rise to Thrive show. I am your host, James Boardman. And if you are coming through, then please do let me know whether you hit the love heart button, whether you comment and answer that question, the one thing that you are grateful for, or that you're just watching. And then please do share on your pages if you wouldn't mind, or with someone that needs it. How you doing? Happy to be Friday? Oh, Jessie, what are you doing, girl? Look at this soppy thing. Tough morning this morning. Definitely missing my boy Digby, my wingman. Whenever it's calm and the stars are out, there's really a lot of perspective, and it's a tough one. But we move forwards. So to be an extraordinary individual, to be able to think like an elite operator, to be at that level, a lot of people are going to think we're mad. And the perspective that I'm going to share with you in a minute, you might think is far-fetched. But for me, Jessie, come here, up. But for me, it really clarifies what we're trying to achieve here. It really gives me that element of emotional connection to showing up. And a lot of people all the time always say to me, or ask me, how do I keep that mindset to stop the negative chat? How do I stop being depressed? How do I stop being anxious? How do I start finding a life I can believe in? How can I start fulfilling my dreams? How can I start opening up my eyes and being better? Relevant questions, right? I feel that the human race in general is very, very short-sighted. It's all about the here and now, right? It's all about the here and now. And I'm walking down here and I'm looking up, and it is such a clear sky. And like there are thousands of stars out. We've seen 5 shooting stars this morning. And I look up there and I just think to myself, the world is so huge. The universe is so dynamic. There's an abundance of a universe out there. And in 100 years, and this is what I always say to myself, in 100 years, pretty much everybody on this planet is going to have passed. They would have died. And the new generation would have come through, and they will be taking on the role of moving the world forwards. Even my little Darcy, who's 6 months, the chances that she'll be here in 100 years is quite remote, right? And a lot of people think, oh, that's quite morbid. You know, oh, cheers, thanks for the motivation. But the time that we have on this planet is so minute. It's such a small percentage in terms of how long the planet's going to be here. And we have this small micro period of time where we can make such a huge, large impact. And when we realise that life, breathing, walking, listening to the sea, having family, having all of these things in our lives is a gift. When we have that mentality that every day that we wake up is a gift, is an opportunity to grow, is an opportunity to be something much bigger and more than just self-negative chat, identifying ourselves with being depressed by telling ourselves that we are all the time, by constantly living in fear, by constantly being anxious. Every single day is a gift, is an opportunity to do something huge, to make a huge difference to yourself, your children, your family, in the small amount of time that we have here. And that's my perspective. And a lot of people always ask me, how do you maintain your standards? How do you maintain your routines? How do you maintain... Tuesday, had an horrendous day. Really, really horrendous day. And I think some of you might have read the post. Just had a cry with the missus. Just felt the pressure. And in that moment, I realised that I forgot the bigger picture. I forgot the bigger picture. I forgot the mission. I forgot what I was trying to achieve. And what I've all asked you to do in the comments below is tell me the one thing that you're grateful for. Because I think gratitude in the morning, recognizing the small micro things in our lives that make our lives so amazing, that make our morning such a gift, that make us, the things that we wake up for, inspiring, is what drives us forwards. It's what makes us appreciate life more. It's what makes us want to show up more. It's what makes us want to have a higher level of standard. And I think that many people overestimate what they can achieve in a year, but dramatically underestimate what they can achieve in a few decades. And I kind of think to myself, I'm going 100. I've got around 57 years left. But if something happens and I don't, then I'm going to make sure every single day is accounted for. Every single week is accounted for. You know, doing my best to impact the world some way, somehow. Because I don't want to be short-sighted. I want to know that, like, the man coach in 100 years, there won't be a man coach. There won't be a Tom Hanks. There won't be a Boris. Do you know what I mean? The world is going to look completely different, and this is our 1% opportunity to show up, to be here, to live life. So no, I don't want to waste time self-negative talking. No, I don't want to, like what I used to do, is keep saying that I'm depressed so that my brain thinks I'm depressed all of the time. So no, I don't want to moan or complain about politics or politicians. No, I don't want to consume myself in COVID. I don't want to talk about stuff that is not relevant, or to me is relevant, but I have no interest, is probably what more I meant. I don't want to waste my time getting caught up in worrying about what he said, she said, they said. Say there, this little fox just walking past. That's a good omen, I think. I want to consume myself in the positive things. I want to know that my guys who I'm working with are changing their lives. That's what I want to listen to. I want to hear kids telling me stories about school. I want to see my boy down the gym developing. I want to see my girl flourish in her career as she's preparing to go through college and university. These are the things that I want to consume myself with. This is the life that I want to put myself in. I want to create and manifest that life. Because at some point, I'm not going to have a life. At some point, I'm just going to be a memory. I'm going to be a picture. I'm going to be a YouTube video. I'm going to be a Facebook thing. And who knows what's next. But I'm certainly not going to waste my life every single day sitting around the sofa complaining in my pity party. I'm going to a friend's funeral today, which is almost the reason I chose this topic. I was going to talk about fatherhood. Simon was an incredible guy. He was a client of mine at my boot camp. He had 5 kids. He had a great business. He really made a difference to people because he made them feel special through the way that he cut people's hair. He made them feel special. He made them feel that they looked good. He made them raise their awareness and their love. And he was such a great guy, and he's our age. And you never know. I've got plans to live to 100, but you just never know, right? So that's why we have to make the absolute most of this opportunity that we have right now. To thrive, to be the elite operator, to show love to our kids, to support our partners, to not get caught up in bitter warfare, to not get caught up in the news, the politics, the COVIDs, the world, and live your best life. I think that's it. That's it. So, back to basics. The offer finishes on Sunday. If you want to come and work with me, and all the guys already signed up, I'm sure I'm going to jump on over the weekend and try and pull your leg, pull your arm to come and join us. But have an amazing weekend. Appreciate your life.